Yo, this is how you make crispy fried chicken. Ooh. First thing first, we're gonna brine our chicken. All right, so here goes 1 pound of chicken wings. Boom. 453 grams to be exact. 1 teaspoon of garlic. Half a teaspoon of salt. 1/8 teaspoon of black pepper. We're gonna give that a nice little mix and let that brine. All right, so high heat, 2 quarts of oil. Just like that. Honestly, 1 quart would be enough, but right now we're gonna just really let it flow, so we're gonna go 2 quarts. I think 1.5 quart is good too, but go 2 quarts if you're really going for it. Just like that. We're gonna wait for that to heat up. I'm not gonna lie, making fried chicken at home, it's not worth it sometimes because you gotta use 2 whole quarts. And then what do you do with the oil? You know what I mean? This is what makes it crispy. So flour's the base, but the cornstarch and the baking powder is what's gonna make it extra crispy. We're gonna grab a different bowl and make our batter. Here goes 3/4 cup of AP flour, tablespoon of cornstarch, 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. And this right here is what brings all the flavor. Like, it can't be not good, right? 1/4 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of onion powder, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon of ginger powder, 1/4 teaspoon of paprika, 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of sugar, and this is totally optional, which is 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. All right, so we're gonna give that a nice little mix. Oof. So this is a lot of ingredients. If you want something easy and fast, just go order yourself some crispy fried chicken, all right? So if you're making this, my understanding is like you really trying to learn how to cook, you know? If that's true, all right, let's get to the next step. So this is the dry batter, right? So we're gonna mix 4 tablespoons of the dry batter in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're gonna add 1/3 cup of water in here. Just like that. We'll give that a nice little mix. Just like that. So gloves on. Chicken, please. Thank you. So here we have our brine chicken. We're gonna dip it into our wet batter, then into your dry batter, and into the fryer. Okay? So boom, bop, bop, bop.
Okay.
알겠어?
네, 알겠습니다.
So here goes your chicken. Whew, look at that. Into the wet batter. And then into the dry batter. Boom, 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 boom. And then just like that. Whew. Everything is the same size, so it all has to cook the same time, okay? So I'm just gonna go restaurant speed. So boom, the wet batter. What I like to do is I like to keep this hand a little wet. And then my left is the dry hand. Boom. Just like that. So you see that? Just like that. You could flip it with a tong or whatever, but I just like to throw it and just toss it. Boom. Just like that.
Any tips throwing the chicken in the fryer?
Oh yeah, I got some tips for y'all. All right, so when you throw the chicken in the fryer, you want to throw it away from you this way, like that. So if it splashes that way. You never want to throw it and go like this because it's going to splash your way, okay? Just like that. Again, away from you, okay? I'll show you what I mean by that. When you drop it low, there's no splash going on. But people get scared and then they go, you know? and then it's gonna splash even more when you get scared. Tip number 2, if you are going to drop it away from Lay it down and drop it that way. Like that. Look at this. If you throw it this way, it splashes towards you. I'm over exaggerating, you know? Make sure you drop it away from you so it splashes that way. And tip number 3, wet your hands like this. So if something splashes on you, it doesn't burn you. You hear what I'm saying?
That's new.
Like, for example, don't do this, you know? But you see this hot oil? Like, ooh, it's hot, but it's bearable because there's cold water here. Understand?
See?
But, you know, the whole point is just be careful when you're frying your chicken. Because I care for you. So we're going to actually double fry this the Korean way.
How do you know when it's done?
You see the chicken? It's floating right now? Usually that means it's done. Whew. Look at that. See that bad boy? Ooh. See how crispy that is? So now we're gonna throw this back in. And that's ready to go. Cool. Okay. Listen to that. Can you hear that? You guys hear that? Crispy, crispy, crispy. Ooh, this one is hot. I don't know, man. I feel like I need to wait. Oof, moment of truth. Oh, it's so hot. You see it? Come closer. I'm gonna burn my mouth. And if you want some sauce with it, check out the next video where I'll show you guys how to make some soy garlic fried chicken. All right? I mean, I guess you could eat it with some hot sauce, ketchup, whatever, floats your boat, but
Sriracha.
it was good as it is though, man. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Yeah, what's up?